Hi Sassy Scrappers. Hey, this is Steph and it is Super Sassy Sunday. And I am going to do a quick little project here. I had a great last weekend. We had our VIP crop. And I sent out some comment sheets and one of them came back and said, how do we use mats? And I have to admit, most of my customers do not use mats very much. And neither do I. So I'm going to show you just a few ways here. I have this beautiful layout from the Grateful Harvest collection. It is in, it is in the project playbook that you get if you buy the Buy It All bundle. But it is just a one-page layout. And you know me, I'm usually a two-pager. So I'm kind of tweaking it here a little bit to make it into a two-page spread. So I'm using more papers than I will, so I'll probably run out of paper, but I can know where there's some more. So anyway, what I did is just follow the instructions for the one page and just kind of doubled the cuts. These are just the mats and stuff that I did. Just doubled the cuts so that I could take and mirror the image across. So I'm going to just start by putting these down. I took these two papers for my base are out of the tonal paper pack. Really pretty, really pretty. And actually this is tonal as well. And I'm just gonna, and it says to put these 3 inches down from the top. So that means I go to 9 inches. And I'm probably going to do this kind of quick because we actually want to get to the mat part. And then this is another piece of this beautiful leafy paper. And this is in the designer pack. And this is going to go just right above that. And I believe this is 10.5 inches long. So it doesn't go clear all the way out. Okay. And then I'm going to put this little banner that I made out of another one of the tonal papers. I'm just going to put this up here. I think I'm just going to overlap it just a little bit here. Right up there. Okay, so that's kind of our top part. And then down here at the bottom, I punched out two fences actually from our little fence punch. And I'm going to run this so it's down at the bottom of this orange. So actually a little bit of the white goes on down. And I've got my silicone mat over here. So I'm just going to put this down right here. So the bottom little line is right along that bottom of that orange paper. And look I broke it a little bit over here. Hopefully you can see that. I better check this again because sometimes this falls. No, I think you can still see. It seems to go down and down as longer I go. But I'll put something embellishment or something across down here. Okay, then I'm going to put some stripes down here. And I'm just going to put this like a 1/4 inch up. This is my longest one, so I'll start with this one, an orange one. Just a 1/4 inch up from the bottom. So I just have a little bit of that pretty base paper showing. And try to get it straight, and I'm terrible at that, but that's good enough for right now. And then I have another part, just a small 1/2 inch piece of the leaf paper again. And once again, I'm just going to put that on top. And this one is just about 1 inch or so shorter than the orange. And then I've got my green again. And you can get these measurements out of the playbook if you get the bundle. And then again, I'm just going to bring it out a little ways from the edge and just kind of layer it over a little bit so we can kind of see that underneath. Okay, so I'm going to be doing almost exactly the same thing. These are a little bit shorter over here, but I'll be doing pretty much the same thing over here. I'm just going to lay them out here first tonight because I want to get to the mats, which was what we're talking about. But you get the idea here. Now, what I thought I would do in the project playbook, it calls for the pumpkins and the mums and all that kind of stuff. But since I'm doing the leaves and stuff, this is one of the laser borders or one of the borders that is in the collection. And I thought maybe I would go with the leaves instead. So it kind of pulls the leaves from up here and do that. But you know what? There's only one in a package, so I'm gonna have to get another package to put over on this side to make it mirror out the same, okay? And then look at there, it does cover up my little mistake over there, so we're good. Now, I'm gonna get to our mats now. So I made mats of 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I have some just placement, photo placement mats, and I'm just gonna stick on top of there. So your photos would be 3 by 4. And I'm gonna put one here, and I'm gonna put another one here, and then I'm gonna put a 4 by 4 photo. So it is a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 right there, okay? So those are gonna go along there for your pictures. And then over on this side, I'm going to do another 3 by 4 right across the way here. And then I am going to do a mat. This is a variety mat. And what I'm gonna do, and you can, like cut out the middle, but I don't think I'm going to, because if you cut out the middle, it's not going to do any good on the back anyway. You're not going to be able to use those. So I am going to take that, because they're 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. And I am going to take that, and I'm just going to put it right kind of here in the middle. So my photo would be right over that, but you're going to have that leafy showing up to match this there. And then, where'd my other one go? Here it is. So then I'm going to take this one, which is a double one, and I'm going to find my little personal trimmer down here somewhere. Where is it? I've got a shelf down here. I put it on, but I just reach. I can't. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to take this one because it says Farm Fun, and then it has the orange again over here. And I don't have that all on my mat. There we go. And I'm just going to line it up, and I'm just going to chop that off. And I'm going to take, oops, I need to cut just a little bit more off of that one, but you get the idea. This will be up just a little bit. I should have put it down, but I didn't. And then I'll have the leaves there. And then I'm just gonna put this down here, kind of like for a title for down here, just Farm Fun. And then this, what I'm gonna do is kind of tuck it in underneath these just a little bit, under the end, and just angle it a little bit, and that'll be my journaling box, okay? So I've got my photo here that has a mat under it. I have a journaling box here, and then I have a title here. Now, I like this color down here because I like the color here and here, but really, we need something up above here too. So that's where we can probably get into our embellishment packs or our stickers and put another like word title up here or something. And that's also where it's going to be great to have our new little die cutting machine, to have like Harvest Fun or Harvest or whatever, that we can die cut out of whatever color we want to put up there. But this is a way that I've used 3 or really 2 mats and cut it. So I have a little title down here, and I have a journaling box here, and then I have a mat that I've used for a mat to bring this pretty paper up here down a little bit here. So we've kind of got it all throughout the page, okay? So that's just one way to use mats. Now I pulled out another mat pack that had more variety in it, and I'm gonna just talk you through some of these. And this is, so what collection was this from? Legacy of Love. And this had some great mats for doing things with. Now in the case of this mat, you could easily cut this cast of characters and put it at the top of your page, and then use these little sides that you cut off for a short banner or something, or tuck it underneath a picture or something like that. So this would be a great one to cut it and use it more for a title. On the back side of that, you can easily cut out this, use your polka dots for one, and then you would have another smaller one that you could do some journaling with the brown around it to put somewhere else. So that could be used, you know, several different ways. Again, the same type of thing here. You could cut out this and use it as a title, and then use your others, you know, the sides for little things, tuck them underneath or make them like a layer or something there. And same thing goes on that side. This is a cute little one that what I would probably do with this one is I would gut this so I can still use this outside beautiful paper as a frame, but when you gut this, you can use this then as a journaling box as well, and just maybe fussy cut it, you know, when you get closer. But just to begin with, I would just gut it. This one, not sure what, you know, what you would do different with it. I think it would just be pretty just on the page as it is, and then, you know, your year or something, your title, little title in there. Here's another one you could gut as well. Take that out. You could still use this as a frame for around a picture, but then you could use this as well. Same types of things. Here we go. Same types of things. Okay, then we get to these. So I love these ones that are a little bit smaller. It seems like some of those other ones are pretty big sometimes. And that's why, like I said, that you might want to cut them down, you know, that way. Or just cut, you know, the inside out of this one. And it's not quite so large on your page and you have more room for it. This one, you know, this would be a cute one to tuck in somewhere. This one, same thing. Another thing you could do with this one is you could even fussy cut around the hearts and put them up in the corner somewhere, and then put a picture, you know, right over the top of that where you've got the hole. Same thing works on this side, you know. So, and these are same type of thing. You could just put something over that, or you could gut that out and just use it as an embellishment. Same on that side. So there's a lot of them here that you could use, you know, get doubles worth out. You know, you can get My Sweetheart and put that on the page somewhere, but then you'll have your outside that you can still use. And it's really cute a lot of times to take these that are this smaller shape and to tuck them in behind something. Or we could tuck it, you know, maybe tuck it in behind the fence here a little bit, although it doesn't show up as much with the orange on the orange. But if it was a different color, you could tuck it in behind this fence. I don't know why I like to tuck them. I just do. I like to tuck them in behind something and just kind of put a little angle to them, and just adds a little variety to it. You know, this one could even be put up here more too. And then you'd see more of your layered embellishment. I'm still messing with that one. Okay. Another thing too is the back of your Variety Mat card title page. You can also use the back of that for a mat. It's perfectly safe to use. This one I love, and this one I've seen other people use too. They just fussy cut around the hearts and use that as an embellishment on the page. It's a little bit bigger. I like a little bit bigger embellishment sometimes, not just the tiny ones all over. So this would be a great little bit bigger embellishment. And then again, if you fussy cut that, you're going to have still a border or a mat that you can put behind another picture. So you get, you know, doubles worth out of it. A lot of times, and I'm not sure if this would work, but a lot of times what I see them do as well is to take the circle cutters and just cut a circle of the title or whatever it is out of there too. Let's see what else is in this one. This one's kind of different. I don't know what I would do with that one. But these are another ones that you just maybe cut them out. You can also just leave them. If you have room on your page, just leave them like that. And then maybe add a little more embellishing or something up in the corner or down here or something. This one actually you could take and you could fussy cut, you know, around each one of these and make your dots for a title. So that's just some more ideas with that one. But try to take them and look at them at a little, not just as putting them down in one spot. Maybe cutting them up a little bit, you know, gutting them. Always gut them. You can get, you know, double your use out of them when you gut them, or fussy cut, you know, around them. So hopefully maybe that gives you a few more ideas on how to use them. I'll try to think some more and get some more ideas and some more. We have a mat pack in the Croptoberfest as well, and I'll look at those and see if we can find something really fun and cute to do with those as well. But this is just a start to get you thinking about what all you can do with those mat cards. And see what you can think of. As well, on this one, you could cut that farm fun out. You know, you wouldn't have to use the whole thing and put down there. But I like the leaves on it because that's what I'm using for my paper here. So it kind of draws it all together that way. That came apart. Anyway, that's kind of an idea to get you started thinking about what you can do with those variety mat cards. And let me know if you have any questions on that. And once again, isn't this paper pretty? It is so pretty. I love fall paper, but I usually don't have very many pictures for fall, but hopefully, maybe this year I will. So I hope you guys have a great day and a very happy, sassy Sunday. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.